Todd Engel with the Associated Press. With your limited schedule this year, what does this, the opportunity and the chance to win here today mean for you and what you want to accomplish going forward?
It's exactly what I set out to do when Coach called me. Coach called me, and I really didn't have a plan. I was retiring and didn't really know what was next. Outside of doing some race hub shows for Fox, I had no plan. Prayed a lot about it and was willing to just put it in God's hands, and wherever it, whatever happened, even if I needed to figure out a new path and in a new career, I was ready for that. And Coach called, and I met with him at the Charlotte Roval, and we talked a lot about what this could look like. And it has been so gratifying. I mean, I truly believe it was an answered prayer for me and Janice and our family. And for me, to be able to continue to scratch the itch of driving race cars and competing at a high level, I absolutely love this. I mean, I did not want to walk away from exactly what I did today. Like that adrenaline rush of what I did today is irreplaceable. You cannot get that anywhere else. I love to mountain bike and do all sorts of other stuff, but there's no replacement for that drug, that adrenaline rush. And so the fact that Coach called, we met, and he gave me an opportunity to come back and finish where I started. And, I left, and it was not the best, right? Like I left, I was kind of disgruntled. I got an opportunity from Mark Martin. I met with JD. I asked JD if I could leave, and JD said, I don't really want to let you leave. I still had another year on my contract with another option after that. And he said, but if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to hold you back. I'll let you leave, but I don't want you to. And I remember he gave me a big hug, and he told me he loved me, and he said, you'll be back. And I've never forgot that. And we stayed really close. We stayed friends. He always came and gave me a big bear hug on pit road. From that, even when I left Joe Gibbs Racing, the very next year, he'd come find me and give me a big hug on pit road, and always gave Janice a hug. And the Gibbs families meant a lot to me. So for me, for all of this to come back full circle, and for me to have the ability to thank them like this is the only way I know how, right? Like what do you get? Coach Gibbs. He's got everything, right? So just to have the opportunity to do this for the Gibbs family and to be able to give back to them by sharing this car and doing what I'm doing, it's really rewarding and gratifying.
Go ahead, Caleb.
Caleb Vessel, SpeedwayDigest.com. Kind of bouncing off that, is it safe to say that this is the most fun that you've had behind the wheel?
I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. I always enjoyed driving race cars, and I mean the part where you get in and strap in, that fun is always there. The part that's hard is the grind of the week in, week out. I mean, all of you guys know, you guys are here, a lot of you are here every week, right? So the grind. You get on an airplane on Thursday or Friday, you fly, you stay in a hotel, you're constantly on the go, and it happens whether you want it to or not, right? Next week's coming whether you want it to or not. And for me, this year that's not the case, right? Like I've had so much more time to be with my family. I've had so much more time to go and do stuff, go visit people that I want to visit, go and spend time with, family members that live in other parts of the country. And just this summer, we went for 2 weeks to go to different baseball parks. We went out to Park City, Utah, and went hiking. And I mean, we just have done so much stuff together as a family without feeling that burden of next week's coming. So yeah, that part's been fun, but I wouldn't say that it's more fun this year than I've had any other years. It's just the fact that there's the freedom, that weight on your shoulders is not there.